Not sure how I ended up here. Hey everybody, how are you all doing? I have a coffee and I have our mala and we're in the car. So you know what that means. I just got back from dropping off my daughter at school. My son kind of twisted his knee yesterday, so he's staying at home. Kendra's working from home, so they're hanging out over there. And today's Wednesday, so I'm heading out. Just a quick update on the interview series. Some of you who follow the channel know that I'm trying to create a interview series where I'll be talking with other Buddhist and Zen teachers, talking about practice and how that connects to today's world. I've been having problems getting the right software to be able to conduct the interviews or discussions. I've tried the Melon app, and I'm just about within, I think, 30 to 45 seconds into the stream, it starts to get very blurry. I've contacted their support. They're not sure what's going on, but they're putting out a fix for it, whatever that means. So that's kind of a bummer because I paid for the year. I might refund my money just because I can't use it. A couple people have actually suggested StreamYard. That seems to work better. It's not as probably as, I think it's good. The problem is it's very expensive, especially if we want to do 1080p and maybe do a couple of like customizations. It's gonna be about $500 a year. So it's a little too steep for me at the moment. So that's not going to be an option. So that's the update on that. We'll see what happens. I'm sure eventually something will appear. But in the meantime, I'm heading off here. I'm going to a different kind of spot today. Let me know in the comments where you think I'm going. Here's a hint. It's not the ocean. It's not the forest. It's not a lake. Where am I going? All right, let's enjoy the drive. Okay, did anybody guess where we are? We are at the Golden Gate Bridge. let's take a little hike and explore. Quite a view, huh? Wow, it's very loud here. Many cars are driving by, as you can see. Wind's blowing. I'm not sure if this microphone's picking me up, but I do my best. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find a quiet spot, and let's see what happens. Well, I guess technically it's not the ocean or lake, it's the San Francisco Bay. Let's check out another view. Not sure how I ended up here. I thought I was going to get a different view of the Golden Gate Bridge, but I ended up here. Since we're here, let's take a look. Okay, well, that's the ocean. You know what that means though, right? We're off to our next stop. I'm not sure where that is, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting. Let's go. All right, well, it looks like we found it. This is what originally I was trying to get to, but we ended up by the ocean, which isn't too bad. You never know what's going to happen, right? So I'm just going to take a quick look. It's been a while since I've been here, a few years at least. We were taking a visitor around the San Francisco area. So let's take a quick view. One thing that's interesting about the Golden Gate Bridge is they started building it in 1933 and they finished in 1937. That's only 4 years. And apparently they paint it every 7 years. But what that actually means is they're painting it all year long, right? Because they start at one end and by the time they get to the other end, it's time to go back to the first end and start painting again. So I think it's time to get a bite to eat. I have a place in mind, but as usual, we'll see what happens. Okay, well, we're in a town called Sausalito. It's near the Golden Gate Bridge. I think my cousin lives around here, somewhere in the area. So, Ariane, if you're watching, hey, maybe I'll see you. Wish I knew exactly where you were. All right, so let's go. Not a bad view, huh? So last week, the video was about demons, and how if we keep a don't know mind, that demons cannot touch us. But demons can come in many shapes or forms. I appreciated some of the comments from last week's video that people made about demons. I'll put the link to the video down below if you want to watch it. Also, you can wait to the end of this video to see that one. In 2006, I did a 90-day solo retreat, and I had many different kinds of experiences during that retreat, but I definitely experienced two kinds of demons. So this was a small cabin that didn't have electricity, so at nighttime I was lighting candles so I could see the floor during sitting. And during the sitting meditation, now this happened for the first month, every evening during the sitting meditation, I could have sworn there was something behind me. So during the sit, I was focusing on the breath, mantra, floor, and God, what is that? I kept looking behind me because I felt like there was something there. And sometimes it even felt like a hand was touching my back. It was very, very uncomfortable, very scary and frightening. But all I remember that the only thing I could do was just to follow the schedule. My teacher said before I left that the schedule is your teacher. So every night I felt this demon behind me. That's what I ended up calling it. And then somehow after a month or so, it disappeared. I don't know why or how. I just followed the schedule and it disappeared. In the second month, I had a different kind of experience. Now, this is the experience we all read about in the books. I was doing a sitting meditation, I believe it was in the afternoon, and all of a sudden, everything disappeared. Time and space disappeared, and it was just pure bliss. And I remember the feeling was a feeling that I've never experienced before. And what was interesting about that is when I kind of woke up from it, I looked at my watch and I was supposed to do walking meditation like an hour ago. So it felt like a very short experience, but it lasted for a very long time. And I loved this experience. And I was wondering, what did I do to get to that state? Was I sitting a certain way? Did I have my hands a certain way? Was I doing the mantra a certain way? Was I breathing a certain way? And I was struggling to find that experience again. And then I realized that that was the new demon. And at the end of the third month, I realized something very interesting, that those two experiences, those two different kinds of demons, were exactly the same, meaning that that experience had no permanent nature, no self-nature. You can't keep any of it. I liked one experience, but I didn't like the other. So I realized it was my like and dislike mind that actually was the true demon. That is why in Zen practice we talk about truth, not labeling things good or bad, or bliss or delusion, or like or dislike, just seeing things for what they are, being intimate with what is appearing in the moment. Then that is when the demons truly cannot touch us. There's a saying in Zen, don't paint legs on a snake, right? Snake is already complete, but we're always adding on to the truth. We're making opposites thinking, we're making judgments, we're making distinctions. And again, sometimes that's necessary to function. But if we attach to it, believe it 100%, then our mind is diluted. Then demons will appear from moment to moment to moment, which will cause a lot of suffering for ourselves and others. So if we can just see, just hear, just perceive the truth of the moment, not adding anything to the truth, then we are free. So be careful. Sometimes a demon can look beautiful or feel good. People know the story about the Buddhist experience with Mara, right? And also he didn't touch it. He didn't ignore it, but he also didn't attach to it. He just perceived it as it was. And that's how ultimately he realized his own enlightenment. So those are my thoughts for the day. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you're having a clear day. Take care.